Thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder. Bop, bop, bop. Edwin Encarnacion is the Yankees' new thunder. And we saw it last night, Jim. Welcome to the Talkin Yanks pregame show. My name is Jomboy. This is my friend here, Jomboy. He's coming live to you from Jomboy. I am coming live from Jomboy. How's everyone doing today? Did I get any parts wrong?
Did they answer?
Did I get any parts wrong?
No.
Okay.
Nice hat.
Thank you. This is my new hat. You're gonna have to stop wearing that hat.
Well, I already been wearing this hat, so you can't steal my hat.
No, but mine's a different design. Mine's not a flat brim. Mine's like buckle in the back, not
dad
flat
hat.
brim.
Come on, know your hat. Know your hat.
No. This isn't a dad hat. This is a Chance the Rapper hat. This is my Chance the Rapper hat.
I think it's a dad hat.
You don't want no puppies unless that puppy has fleas.
Intern Luke's late today, like super late. Must have slept in, like 42 minutes late. And I could really use a coffee. I'm trying to call him. I think he's ignoring my calls because he just wants to like show up and not have to deal with that. But I want to be like, hey, make sure you bring a coffee.
Hasn't he brought you a coffee the past 2 days?
Yeah, so I think he's doing that. But
you're spoiled, coffee world.
I know. I was going to make myself a hot coffee, but I'd rather the cold coffee he's been bringing me. Oh, you know what I'm doing today, Jake? I'm posting my day by day on my Instagram. So I got to post you now. So just can you smile real quick?
No, I'm going intense.
Okay. All right. So sorry, this is a bad start to the show.
Tough start, awful start. We had such a great start. You said I got everything right, and then you came in, and you're intern Luke in this whole thing.
Wow, he's not going to like that.
Well,
hey guys, just go to my Instagram.
Tell us about your shirt. Tell us about baseball. Tell us about anything.
Sick. We got the going for the sweep today. Rays are trying to save face. They came to the Bronx and shit themselves. They're so embarrassed. What an embarrassing group of Rays. Anyway, lineup is pretty interesting today. I guess if it all makes sense in my head, but I think at first look, you'd be like, huh. So let's go through that. DJ LeMahieu's leading off, playing second base. Luke Voigt, number 45, is playing first base, batting second. Gary Sanchez is catching, Jake. This is big because he's playing the day game after the night game. Usually they don't do that. There's a reason why. We'll get into it. Edwin Encarnacion, which I don't want to talk to you about it right now, but we're going to have to talk about John Sterling's call for him on the
Una celebración.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that on our series recap today. He is DHing, and in the 4-hole, Aaron Hicks slides down to 5. Glaber at short. Cameron Maybin, 4 home runs in his last 4 games. He's in right field. Gio, the God Urshela, comes back to the lineup at third base. Brett Gardner is playing left field, and CC Sabathia, the big man, thick CC, is on the bump, trying to redeem himself because it's been 2 bad outings in a row. So this big shocker, not shocker, no Stanton, no Didi. They told us Didi was going to sit 1 game every series for like the first couple weeks coming off injury, and they've been true to their word. So you can't really get mad about it. Well, you can get mad about it if you want. I think that's actually fair, but you can't be shocked. They told us this. Stanton just came back from minor leagues. He had only played 1 complete game, Jake. In his rehab process, he only played 1 complete 9-inning game. So he did it again yesterday. That's his second time.
He didn't. They pulled him.
They pulled him?
Yeah.
Okay.
They pulled him. They brought Guardian for the final.
Oh, okay. Yeah, forgot about that. So they're going to ease these guys in. And you know what? This is still a good lineup. So we have so many ease guys in, and it's not bothering me. Like playing Cameron Maybin is not the same as when we were playing Shane Robinson, Neil Walker in right field, and Judge just got back, but Judge had to rest, so we had to do this. No, Cameron Maybin's been hitting home runs like crazy. So this is no Didi, no Stan. I still think this is a fine lineup.
I said a couple episodes ago that we went from saying that, hey, every game there's no excuse our top six shouldn't be strong. This is still a similar case because I mean Cameron Maben's batting seventh and he's homered in 4 consecutive games. So I mean we're technically 7 deep with Didi Gregorius and Giancarlo Stanton on the bench, which is pretty nuts. So yeah, and it get used to the off days. If they're gonna bother you, I got bad news for you because it's going to continue to happen. Like I think is this Hicks's first complete series played?
That's a good question.
And when did he come back? I think it is.
Yeah, it may be. Yeah, I mean that's a really good point. If you're still getting upset about the off days for guys coming back from injury, that's a you problem, not the Yankees problem. Just accept it, because otherwise you're fighting something that you can't change or whatever. Acceptance, key part of life. Whoa. The Rays, we got to talk about the pitching matchup, but the Rays are throwing out Travis d'Arnaud's leading off again. Tommy Pham is DHing. Austin Meadows back into the lineup playing right field. Avisail Garcia DHing. Willie Adames at short. Brandon Lowe at second. Heredia at center field. G-Man Choi at first. And Robertson at third. Blake Snell on the bump. I haven't noticed the Rays this series, Jake. You know, like, I guess Tanaka held him to 2 hits. They put some stuff together versus Happ and Canely yesterday, but like offensively, some series I like, you know, you pick up on like Eloy Jimenez is crushing us. Hey, Tim Anderson's good. We've played the Rays earlier this year, and Austin Meadows was like, "Holy fuck, don't pitch to that guy." To be
fair, Pham has almost been there. I think Pham was 5 for 7 at one point this series.
Okay, that's just on me. Like I just haven't picked up on that. Nothing's really jumped out like, oh shit. So,
and I think they're missing a couple guys, right? Because I mean, when we saw them the first time, we were like, yo, this Yandy Diaz can really play. And I just said Yandy really weird, but he's hurt. But yeah, outside of him, I mean, they look like a team that could use Edwin Encarnacion. Hey-oh. And I guess there's some rumors in Rays land that they might be trading for Jose Martinez, the guy in St. Louis that was partially blocking Luke Voit. But yeah, I mean, moving d'Arnaud to first base and having him bat leadoff, it, you know, sometimes it feels like the Rays outthink themselves a little bit. And, you know, they're an organization that has to think a little differently, so I get it. But speaking of outthinking yourself, I mean, when they took Yarborough out of the game yesterday, but again, that's wandering down another avenue.
Yeah. Blake Snell's on the mound. He's a little better than Stanek and co. He's a little better than Chirinos. Blake Snell's pretty good. How's his year shaping up? I know it wasn't impressive for a while, but he still like has the goods. It just wasn't really coming together. But I don't know. Well, actually, I have it right here. Blake Snell. Where in the fuck is it? Oh, look.
Snell is 75 innings, a 3.7 ERA. So really not his level. His FIP, people love a good FIP, is lower than that. But yeah, he's that. I mean, I think we saw it in that first start against the Yankees. I mean, 5.2 innings, ton of strikeouts. He ends up getting the loss because he gave up a few runs too.
Yeah. He's faced the Yankees twice. He's always been going against Tanaka last 2 times. The Yankees have won both those games despite decent performances from him. This lineup has some good firepower versus Snell. Jay, can I give it to you? I tweeted it out on my Jomboy account to let the people know. And I'm actually going to go to that tweet because I organized it much more better over there. Here it is. It's a great graphic. I really banged out this graphic. Go to my Twitter, look at it. All right. Collectively, these 9 guys, Jake, have a 361 on-base percentage versus Blake Snell. 19 walks and 19 hits in 104 plate appearances. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Leading the way with on-base percentage is Gary Sanchez, a 474 on-base percentage versus Snell. And right under him, Edwin. Edwin doesn't have a lot of hits. He's actually only 1 for 9, but he's got 5 walks. .429 on base percentage. Now, if you want guys that actually hit Blake Snell, like Edwin doesn't hit him, Gary Sanchez has 3 home runs versus Blake Snell and a .286 batting average. DJ LeMahieu has a .375 batting average. 9 appearances, not as many as Gary's at 19. And Aaron Hicks doesn't have a lot of hits versus Blake Snell, but has a .353 on base percentage. And Brett Gardner has a .294 batting average, 5 for 17 versus Blake Snell. For a pitcher of that caliber, those are good numbers. I do think they're skewed a little bit. Like Brett Gardner, I don't know when those hits came. They may be, we saw Blake Snell as a rookie, and we knocked him around a lot before he became Cy Young Blake Snell. So I don't know how much skewed they are. Gary's home runs, I think, are recent. DJ is recent. But those aren't bad numbers versus a pitcher of his caliber.
Yeah, and I mean, you mentioned Gardy. I mean, he's batting 9-hole playing defense today. This is again our righty stack, which couple conflicting things. We've got a ton of righties. Our righties haven't been super great against lefties this year. If you listen to our Sharp Stats episode, go check that out because that was impressive, and again ties into them taking Yarborough out yesterday. But yeah, man, and I mean Edwin, he stretches out the middle of this lineup so much that if LeMahieu or Voit gets on, or even Gary, I mean you're instantly in a threat of going down 2-0 with one swing. With so many guys in this lineup, I mean Hicks is still figuring it out, but Glaber Maben 6 and 7 today. And Gio Urshela in the 8-hole. So yeah, man, I mean they're gonna put together at bats. I think Snell, I'd have to see more about his approach, but like we saw in his earlier games, he's not pitching for length. And I think they probably tell him to do that because the Rays also heavily believe in their bullpen. They tell him to kind of empty the tank. They're not really asking him to go 7. They'd rather him go 6 innings with 11 strikeouts instead of 7 innings with 8. And I think against the Yankees, where you take a lot of pitches and work at bats, that can easily turn into a shorter outing. And then, I mean, once Snell's out, it feels like there's blood in the water.
Yeah, because, I mean, as good as their bullpen is, it's not Snell when he's on.
Yeah.
And we've also seen him gas himself. That first game versus the Yankees, he went way too fast. Their bullpen, Yarborough's probably unavailable, 42 pitches yesterday. Kitteridge, 35 yesterday. Chazro and Oliver Drake both threw 28 yesterday, which really leaves like Pagan. And I don't know if he's been good lately, but he's like a real reliever, like your classic reliever type. Hunter Wood, I think they use him as the same way. And who's that other dude? Is he not on the team anymore that throws the 99 two-seamer? Kind of chunky.
Alvarado?
Looks like he's not around right now.
Oh, I thought we saw him warming up. I don't know. I mean, the Rays use their guys. They're not shy to use the AAA bus. They're going to have guys ready to throw out of the pen.
Yeah. So I was curious. Brett Gardner's 1 for 2 off Snell this season, and he was 1 for 2 off him last season. So
look at this.
Well, would you look at that? And then what else did I want to look up? I think that's all. We got CC going for us, Jake, and that's a horse of another color. He has been struggling.
Karsten Charles, since his little DL stint, I mean, we thought, because right before he went on the IL, he had a bad start or two, and we're like, oh yeah, CeCe's going to get his knee drained. He does this every year. He'll come back and look sharp. I mean, Jimbo, in his last 4 starts, pitching to the tune of a 7 ERA over 20.2 innings. Yanks are 1-3 in those games, which makes it sting even more. But hitters are hitting 353 with a 1.068 OPS. So yeah. You turn every hitter into Mike Trout, that becomes problematic. Baltimore, Boston, Cleveland, and the White Sox. We've talked about how Baltimore and the White Sox can be tough matchups on a lefty, and Boston and Cleveland are kind of solid. They're good teams. They're solid teams. So I don't know. Maybe it was just a little column A, a little column B. His last good start, Jim, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run against the Rays, 5 starts ago on May 17th. So that's back when he lowered his ERA that game to 2.97. So maybe a little Tampa magic is all he needs to get it back going. Because as we've mentioned here and on the podcast, if he doesn't soon, I mean, the Yankees nation is going to get loud on CC, which could get ugly when you're talking about someone who's going to be a Hall of Famer and is a legend of the game.
And beloved in the clubhouse. And then you get the people that, are nasty about that. And people are just mean. But like you said, much like Tanaka, CC has enjoyed pitching to these Rays of late. He's got 2 games versus the Rays so far this season. 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. That's what Hap gave us yesterday. If CC gave us that today, I think I'd be like, okay, great. That's what we need, CC. And the game after that, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run. If he gave us that, I'd be ecstatic. I'd be really happy. And then it goes back to last year, Jake. 5 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, and he got ejected. That's for you, bitch moment. He probably could have went deeper. He only had 55 pitches through 5 innings. Before that, 5.1, 1 earned run, and then before that, 7.2, 3 earned runs, which I'd even take that today. I'd even take 7.13. Actually, I'd probably take 6.2 over that. But he does like pitching versus this Rays team. So maybe this is the cure-all, which is kind of weird because the Rays are a really good team, but Tanaka kind of cured himself versus them. So maybe CC can do the same thing. We have had a good string since that opener day. Chad and Nestor set the tone. Paxton had a good outing. Tanaka had a fantastic outing. I'm counting Hap what he did as a good outing. It's not – I don't want that every time from Hap. I'd like a 6 innings, but I'm not going to say that Hap helped us lose that game in any way. It helped us win the game. I like that. Let's look at who's got numbers versus CC here. It's Avisail Garcia actually has a bad numbers. I thought they looked good, but they're bad. He has a home run. Kevin Kiermaier's popped him twice. Maybe Longoria gave Kiermaier all his skills versus CC. That would be shitty. Other than that, there's not much going on. Joey Wendell, 1 for 2. Watch out for him, Jake.
Huge.
And Deneau actually has decent numbers.
Yeah, I think he does well against lefties. That's why he's gone lead off back-to-back days. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be on C. It's on C. Like you said, these Rays haven't shown us a ton of life. CC needs a good start. I mean, do or do not. There is no try.
All right.
Master Yoda.
Do you have something else you're honing in on that we haven't talked about yet?
It's just going for the kill. It's what you mentioned with Gary. Gary starting at catcher, first time day game after night game. We're playing the Rays, who our current team we're racing in the division. We've stretched our lead to 2.5. Boston down to 6.5. I mean, a win today, and we're sitting here mid-June with a 3.5 game lead in the East. That's kind of where you want to be, and you start to factor in all these injuries and everything. And I think the thing I'm interested to see, I mean, if we can get to Snell early, or if we just get to Snell at all, we saw it in the Cleveland series, Jim. We saw that Cleveland, and we heard that they played their best series of the season. It comes and goes as a baseball team. We saw it on that Yankees road trip when they went to Toronto and they were kind of down like that. What was Talkin Jays saying about the Yankees then? They just saw one piece of the Yankees' bad 1.5-week stretch. The Rays could be in a little lull here, and we could kind of do a mini step on their throat. And by throwing Gary out there, it's a clear sign that the Yankees think they need to and can do that. So that's what I'm looking out for.
All right, I like that.
What are you watching out for?
1 home run in the first 3 innings.
Okay.
I don't even care if it's a solo shot. I think you just got to pop Snell before he gets through 9. Before he gets through your 9, someone pop him.
Okay.
Is that
home
fair?
run in the top 9 hitters.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I think that's a sting that maybe they can't come back from. Hopefully someone's on base. And I'm looking at Gary, my dude.
Mm.
Since we're talking home runs, let's go straight to Homer Draft. It's the Homer Draft. Clapping for me?
You did it.
I had a fantastic day yesterday.
You did it. First time ever.
First time ever. Oh, first time ever I got both guys.
Yeah.
Not
Congrats,
my first time
man.
getting 2 homers in one game.
No.
But, Jake, I'm up on the series score. 8-7.
Jimmy, if you remember yesterday, I complimented you and said it was your best Homer Draft picks since mid-April.
You did. I think you said May.
I said April.
8-7 is the series score. I've won 8. You've won 7. We have tied 5. And the total score, Jake, I'm now within striking distance. It is 23-22. But I just put 2 on the board yesterday with Edwin and Maben. I get to go first today, which is exciting news for me. If anyone doesn't know, I cannot pick Gary, Hicks, Edwin, or Maben. I also think this is now my good luck charm, Jake. Just going to throw the hats on again.
Okay.
Because it's the best I've ever done in a Homer draft. Okay, here we go. I can't choose Gary, Hicks, Edwin, Maben. I got to play defense a little bit here and look at what Jake has already chosen. He's already chosen Voit, so I shouldn't use Voit as my first pick. Same with Didi, but he's not playing. Stan's not playing, and I can't take Gary. So Voit will be my second pick since Jake cannot have him. My first pick will be – you have a lot of good options on your plate, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, wow. Okay, I'm going to go DJ LeMahieu.
Nice pick, Jim.
Playing defense for you was kind of pointless because you have a lot of good options you can choose from.
Yes. It was still a pretty nice segment there. Ooh, there's some noise. Give me Edwin Encarnacion.
Yeah, that's easy.
Obviously. And you know what? Let's go nuts with it. Go Cameron Maben. I mean,
yeah.
It worked. It worked for you. Might as well work for me.
Yep, and I'm taking Voit with my second pick.
Yeah.
All right, you need 2 to tie this series. So
yeah, I'm kind of punting this series if we're being honest. I went through a little cold streak. I just talked about it with the Yankees. I was hot. I went through my week and a half cold streak. We had some extracurriculars going on, and I'm just gonna get it going again for the games that matter. Houston, Boston coming up, the big guys.
So. Yeah, you're 0 for your last 9 games. Wow.
Yeah. How do you get out of a slump like that? You're the only guy I know that's been in a slump like that.
I don't know if I've ever been in a slump that bad. Yeah, I went 0 for 9, and then I got a homer. So, yeah, I don't know.
So what's your tip?
Pick Gary and wear a bunch of hats.
This was pre-hat? Okay. Yeah. What do you got on the over-under here, James?
I think they're setting the over-under. It's kind of interesting because you have Snell on one side, CeCe on the other. They did 9.5 with Happ and bullpen day. I think they're just going to run 9.5 back out there again.
I'm going 9. I'm going 9. They believe in Snell, not in CeCe. 9 on the nose. 9.
Every game this series has been under, and we've gotten that correct. Both of us have guessed under both times.
Makes me lean over.
Yeah, give me the over. I don't know in which fashion. Either CeCe's getting bombed, Snell's getting bombed, or it's like a 6-5 win.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna give me the own. Oh, I'm gonna give myself the over here. You taking over?
Yeah.
What's the chat taking? All right. Nice. Next up, let's see what the chat wants to talk about. Jake, your favorite segment.
Chat. Love the chat when they're good.
You don't like the chat.
No, when they're good, I love them. But
I can see the Yanks trading the Red Hot Maben. I still don't think as good as he is, he has much value in a trade.
No.
Right?
0. Especially other teams know the roster crunch. There's no value.
Yeah, okay. Any thoughts on Edwin? I like that he hit up that short porch yesterday.
Yeah, good at bats. Yeah, it's kind of funny. We don't know what a ton of Edwin home runs look like. You picture him in the box. But yeah, if he can find that short porch, that'd be nice.
That would be, yeah. I mean, it looks like he fell in love a little bit because he swung. He was like, oh shit, I popped up. Home run. Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
My Padres taking series versus the Brewers last night on a great Logan Allen debut. Made me happy. Do you know who Logan Allen is? I don't know that name yet.
Yeah, I saw him. He had a big family crowd there. I think he might have scored the first run of the game. It was nice.
Sounds like a furniture company to me. If Maven gets 2 hits today, then they have to consider a 12-man pitching staff. Yeah, we're going to talk. We've been talking about that on our podcast, and we will continue. Because, I keep joking that he's holding them hostage, which he kind of is. How can I donate? Hey, Jake, you like this question from Peter Rabbit? How can I donate money to you and ask for a video? I love your content.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Jomboy Media if you want to support everything we're doing. If you guys are tuning into these shows, then you're pretty aware that it's nonstop. The YouTube's been nonstop, which is good. They should sweep them. I agree, but it's not easy to sweep teams. It's not easy to sweep bad teams in the MLB. It's very
if the Yankees, we didn't say this, Jim. If the Yankees go down early, this could turn into a punt day really quick.
Yeah, it's not easy to sweep bad teams in the MLB. The stats back that up. And the Rays are a good team, so it'll be tough to sweep them. But they are in a situation to do so. So let's do it. Am I going to do a video on the Twins game last night? Did you catch any of that, Jake? 17 innings or 18 innings?
Yeah, 17.
Cora got mad. I haven't seen anything yet, but I know I'm going to try and look it up and do some breakdowns.
Yeah, I tapped out in the 14th.
Peter Rabbit just joined. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate that.
Enjoy your stories.
Go Rays, says Game Time.
Oh, no. It's the Yankees pregame show.
This guy says he's struggling to get his 250 win. That's Jaden. He's around. Do you think there's anything to that? Do you think like that may be on his mind too much, or do you think it's all physical? I think it's all physical and like just doesn't have his stuff.
Because 250 is.
He did say that the 3,000 strikeout, which I know that's a much bigger milestone than 250.
I mean, those are different.
But he did say that was on his mind. So maybe. You think David Ortiz is going to come back to the league? What?
Yeah, see, that's where I get lost with the chat.
Why is it Jomboy and not Jimboy? Good question. It was a real good question.
Tune into Jomboy and Jake Radio to find out. We normally record them before these, but we're going to record it after, all right?
Yeah, in like 10 minutes, we will be live on this very same YouTube channel doing national news and weird sports news. Tune in. We will see you guys then. Thanks for hanging out with us.